This is going to be one of the toughest videos I ever have to release on the channel, but I can't be running from the past anymore. It's time that I have to come clean and just say my claim and have my voice heard. Hey guys, this is Laurel, and what a week. I mean, everything was happening in the blink of an eye, and I was like trying to catch up and realize what was going on. But I think now's the perfect time to kind of come forward and, well, just kind of talk to you guys. After all, this is going to be the hardest video I ever make, and honestly, I'm a little scared kind of coming forward about this, but I know I have gotten a lot of support this past week, and I know a lot of you were going to say that we're going to support you when you make this video, so here goes. So it about started on Monday when there was a video release saying like people were just coming forward about like past events that came up, and they're trying to get their point of views about the whole situation. And well, I kind of took it out of context, and I thought they were trying to hurt me. Okay, let's just go way back to like the beginning of 2017 when everything was good. So around 2017, I started hanging out with David and his group of friends, got a chance to know him, kind of started feeling welcome since I was the newbie, and everything was good. Everything was perfect. I was a perfect little angel, and I was enjoying it. I was having so much fun making videos for everybody, and well, I started growing a lot of good friendships. But then the release of Sonic Forces, November 7th, 2017, things kind of took a bit of an ugly turn. Around that time, David's laptop was in the repair works at his local school that he was attending, and he was about ready to move out of his childhood home. I took the upper hand, and we kind of got in our first conflict. I was kind of upset, like I thought he was like giving up or something like that. I can't really remember the exact details. I can't English right now because of the time recording this. I just woke up. Okay, let's be serious. Sorry, this is not a time to be funny. This is a time for seriousness and coming forward. Okay, so I don't really remember the whole situation that went down, but there was one comment that he mentioned saying that I was a bit of a selfish drama queen, and that really hit home. At that time, he realized what he did, and I realized what I did, and we both made up for it, even though it was still kind of hard on me. But when he mentioned that I was a selfish drama queen, I should have really took it into context about what was about to happen later in the years. So March 2018, I was doing my babysitting job, and I get a message saying, hey, my original character was stolen, per se. I kind of got really upset about it, and I kind of just walked away because it was starting to get too much for me. Like, all of this nonsense was starting to get to me really badly. And I was just mostly looking out for myself. I admit I did steal an original character twice. And that's because, the reason is because I don't want to steal anything. It was just, of the time I did so, I was 18 and 19 and I didn't know shit. Let's just put it at that. No, wait, what am I saying? Let me rephrase. Of that time, I was 18, 19 years old and I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Now I look back at it and I'm like, God, why did I do that? That was so wrong. And honestly, a couple of friends were like, they could have just come forward and say, hey, you realize you did this. I should have realized, oh, I know what I did wrong. And they could have given me advice on how to fix it, than just have someone else fix it for me. So that's kind of the reason why I went through rigorous changes. I know one person kind of talked about it, and honestly, it kind of hurt. It hurt a lot. That's why last week, no, actually 2 weeks ago of the time recording, I wanted to go back to the original Orange Cat OC, but make it a whole lot different. And if we look at a side-by-side comparison of the old look and the current, you can see a big difference. Ignore the AC noise in the background. My room is right next door to the utility room where the furnace is. Okay, sorry, I had to get that out of the way. But anyways, as you look at the old look here, you can see that the old look, it has like ridiculous hair like all over the place. You have somewhat of an Amy fringe, like her little piece of hair that sticks out. You have like hair going on one side, and then the other you have like the ribbon, and then you have the ponytail with all the crazy detail. In the current, I just went with a normal hair ponytail style, and I basically just kind of did my own kind of cool bang with a little bit of a braid, because lately that's what my hair has been doing outside of my original character. And the outfit that the old look had, it makes it look like I'm a schoolgirl. And the new one, the current, it's basically, I look like, excuse my language, a badass. Ready for adventure, ready to like go on adventures, see the world, so on and so on. So on the left, that's the stolen. That's the one I did when I was 18 years old. And the new one on the right, that's the one that's new, I brought back. Yeah, I did keep the original look with the ears being black and the rest of me it's orange, but I didn't take the striped tail. I decided to scrap it because I got tired of it. So the left, what am I trying to say? The left is the stolen, the right's the new. I made that one because let's be honest, I like being the Orange Cat, and I could have been the Orange Cat for the longest time, but I went through so many changes, and I know a lot of you are kind of furious about it, but especially with the new look. But look, this new look right here, this is not stolen. So I don't know where the idea of, oh, I stole again came from. And I'm trying to bring it back. If I was trying to bring this look back, then you have every right to kind of scream at me. But this is the new look I'm going for. This is the one I like. And if you have a problem with it, I'm not going to cry about it. I'm not going to get ugly or get upset. I respect your opinion. And you don't have to watch those videos featuring this original character. Now, moving forward, I know a lot of the people who are making these videos and coming out saying what happened in the past, they were trying to help all the conflicts that was going on. And of the time, I was 18, 19 years old, and I didn't know squat, and I was honestly being a bit of a pain in the butt. Meaning I was hurting people without me noticing. And I realized around the time when I got out of my teens and into my adulthood, I realized that what I was doing was wrong, and I was trying to find my way to fix it. Though I've kind of stumbled on my face a lot. And it got too extreme. Okay, let's just put it this way. 18, 19 years old, I didn't know what I was doing. Around 20, I started kind of piecing together that, oh, I'm doing this and it's starting to take effect on me because I've been through some life experience. Like, I had a certain family member be diagnosed with breast cancer. They're no longer breast cancer. They don't have any cancer within their cells. They're cancer free for 4 years. I was hating my old job, my first big girl job. Let's just say that. Okay, serious time. Sorry, this is not the time to make jokes. Be serious. I'm just telling myself that, if you were wondering. Okay, I was hating my job that I was in. That was the first real paying job. I lost my job around May of 2021. I was out for a good while trying to find employment. And I did. I actually found employment, and I'm loving the job I'm in right now. I'm still kind of waiting back to hear from a second job because I want to get a little more dough in my account. Not that I'm struggling. I want to kind of get a little more buck for my money. I don't know how that saying goes. And what else? What I'm trying to say? I'm realizing that I'm trying to work better to be a better person. Though it's been kind of hard lately, but you know what? I'm learning. We're not all perfect here. We're all human. We all make mistakes. We all go through hard times. I'm actually going through a hard time right now with all of this happening, where everybody's coming forward and they're saying their piece. And that's what me and David and Jean are doing. Their videos are already up. If you want to go watch them, you can. Or if you already watched them and you're watching mine, this is the last one, then there you go. But back on the matter of subject here. When David started doing these silly, pointless streams where he's like, oh, I'm not going to continue making videos anymore, the channel's going to be gone, blah, blah, blah. that was my biggest fear. I was fearing that his mental health was going to get worse to the point where he was actually going to say he was going to start doing streams, because I've heard him say that a few times, and I was like, please, for the love of God, don't do it, because that was my biggest fear ever. Well, turns out he actually did it during the time of the pandemic. And I was really scared, because it was like, I had so much going on at the time. I was working from home, and then around that time, I was hating my job. At the time, I was kind of a bit of a jerk, and was like, oh, why are you doing this? You're not a good person, yada, yada, yada. But then I really kind of took it into context around late 2021 when I saw this movie on Christmas Eve called Lethal Weapon. If you haven't watched it, really good. I do have to warn you, it is rated R. There was like one scene from where Mel Gibson's character was about ready to blow his brains out. You can kind of picture what I'm referring to. I do not want to say it because I don't want YouTube to come after my butt and have this video taken down, because this is a serious video. I'm trying to come forward and say my piece so that we can all move on from this and hopefully try to be better about ourselves. But back on the subject here. When I watched that scene the first time, I was really getting scared. I was like, my palms were sweating, my heart was racing. I had to bite on my lips, because it was like, that was really scary, because I replaced Mel Gibson's character with David, and I was like, oh my God, what am I doing? Because all of the times when he would like talk about like wanting to hurt himself, I was like, he's not gonna do it. He's not gonna do it. He's just saying because of random crap. But when I saw that scene for the first time, I was like, it really hit home, and I started getting really scared. And up to this point, I am scared. So basically, around 2021, when all these streams continued, it was like I was trying to make him stop. I was like freaking out. Like, I thought I was going to lose someone that I cared about. And that was my biggest fear. I was freaking out. Of that time when they were going on, it was like fear took over. I said some things I didn't mean to say in fear. And I was trying my best to help, but sometimes I felt like I was being pushed away, and I was kind of yelling and screaming, just like telling him to stop or something stupid. But that was because I was in fear. I thought I was going to lose him. And honestly, it kind of scared me. So, I know a couple of weeks ago, the week of my sister's 20th birthday, it was a bit of hard. It was really hard. Let's just put it at that. And I was really scared, because it was like stream after stream after stream, and it was freaking me out. And I know some of the people, you know who you are, who are coming out and making these videos, coming out and saying your side of the story. You guys were trying to help us out when things got rough, and we kind of pushed you away. How I know? Because one comment that was made by Princess Kristen, if you're watching this, I'm sorry that I mentioned your name, but I just wanted to make a reference to you. She said something on the line of, like, listen to the sides of the story, all sides of the story, and realize that what you guys are doing is wrong. We're not here to cause like conflict or war. We're just here to just kind of just make you guys realize that what you're doing is wrong, and we want this to stop like now. I didn't realize on Monday when the first video came out, well, actually, there was another video by Mal that came out when I was in isolation. Long story short, in my job, one of my students, I'm an assistant teacher, by the way, one of my students tested positive for the COVID virus, and they had to shut down my classroom for a week. Again, sorry for the furnace coming on, but moving on. Yeah, at the time when I was in isolation, I was like, I wasn't expecting it. I was like expecting to go in to work, do my job, have a good time, see the kids, so on. But it was really hard because I had to stay in isolation. Thankfully, I didn't had any signs of COVID, so yay. I was telling people that I wanted to go back to work, and that first video that Mal released, that came out when I was in isolation. And trust me, I do not want to go through that again where I have to stay put and not go out anywhere. Because I had basically what my mind was saying is like, I want to get back to work. I want to get back to work. And it was kind of driving me nuts. Thankfully, we're all back at the job. Everything's kind of doing good. We haven't had another incident lately. Fingers crossed. Hopefully, things are kind of settling down with the pandemic. But still, back on the matter of subject here again. I should have realized that you guys were trying to come forward, say your piece, and just move on from it. And well, I took it out of context that you guys were trying to come after me, and I thought that this was going to be the end of the world, the end of the channel for me, the end of my YouTube career. Let's just put it at that. I should have really listened to that video, and I listened to it again, and I realized that what I've been doing was wrong. I mean, I was in a talk with Mal yesterday, and well, it was like, here's what we're doing and why we're doing it, and honestly, I understand. I know some of you are like, oh, she understands. Well, she's gonna understand, and she's gonna go back to being a pain in the butt. No. I really understand because I've been seeking out help with a health counselor at the school I attend. I get to see her for free while I'm attending school. That's not the information you needed to hear, but still. So I've been seeing a health counselor in October, and these sessions, I've really learned how to be kind of like a better person and kind of just move on from all of this. I mean, I know I moved on when I kind of pushed people away, but did it really help out at the end of the day? No, it didn't. So, and I talked to her about what was going on, and she said a few points. My counselor said a few points here. It's like, try not to please everybody. And lately that's kind of what I've done with a few people. You guys know who you are. I'm not going to say names. And that what I've done, I am owning up to my mistakes with what you guys are coming out with, and deeply I just want to say I'm sorry. I I thought you guys were trying to, at the beginning, I thought you guys were trying to hurt me and hurt my friends, the ones that I cared about the most. But lately, it was just, I'm trying hard not to cry here, but it's hard. But again, like I said, this is my hardest video. You guys were trying to help, and I should have realized right then and there you were trying to help out. Sure, a few things were kind of hard, like some of you were saying that we should cut ties and we're kind of toxic and we're kind of someone mentioned that I was a little bit of a worm, but that one really hit me and it made everything blow up. And I took it out of context, and I'm sorry. I know I have a lot to learn from this, and I know everybody else who are coming out too, we have a lot to learn. I mean, I was in a call with David and Jay last night. We had a little bit of a special, important meeting where we just came out and just realized, we just talked for like a good hour or so, and we realized, oh my gosh, we really are toxic, and we kind of pushed away those who were trying to help, and we didn't really know the big picture. So we realized last night that, well, we were in a call, we talked it over, and we realized that we were toxic on ourselves, we were toxic on each other, and to those who were trying to help. Honestly, we all felt bad, and we all kind of took a few minutes and just let our emotions out. And it was a good thing. It felt, after that, I think we all felt better. And we decided to come clean and really tell the truth. That's why you're watching this video, and you've already watched David's video and James. So I know we have a lot, all three of us have to learn and we can take away from this experience, is that whenever something comes up that it's hard and it's making our mental health state worse, we know we have people who are going to help. Those who were true and those who were trying to help, and you kind of were a pain in the ass. I was the one who started all of this, like just kind of walking away from everybody, when in reality I should have just shut my mouth, listen, and just go from there. And I'm regretting it. I'm regretting my decisions that I've made, and honestly, I just hope I can make things better with those who were making those videos and coming out about the whole situation. I think I've rambled enough, and I think I got everything pretty much out there. If I missed a few things, I'll make a post saying, hey, I forgot to mention this, this, and this. But I do want to end this video with this. Those who showed a lot of support this past week, I just want to say thank you so much for showing the nonstop support. It really helped in this time, and I will still be here. I'll still make videos. I got episode 9 to finish up, and the beginning of episode 9, I will make mention. I'll give everybody a big, huge shout out, saying thank you for supporting me during this hard time, the darkest moment of my life. And don't worry, those who were trying to help out and they were coming out with their videos, don't think I'm going to exclude you in the mention when I do my little special video saying thank you for showing support when I get episode 9 done, I will make mention of you guys. Don't think you're going to be left out. Because in reality, you guys were trying to help from the beginning, and I should have realized. I sound like a broken record here, but it's the truth. I'm speaking the honest to God truth. For those who made those videos, if we want to talk things over and make things right, just kind of put this aside, walk away from it, and start anew. My door's always open. You can send me a message on Instagram at 2376.productions, all lowercase. The productions is all lowercase, by the way. Or you can send me a Hangouts message, just wanting to talk. If you want to talk right then and there, that's perfectly fine. I'll have to make some time to talk to you. I honestly really don't want to do like a Hangouts phone call. Just kind of get everything out. I just don't know why. That's just my preference, but hope you guys understand. If you understand, well, what am I trying to say? This is unscripted, by the way, if you couldn't tell. What I'm trying to say is, if you want to do a Hangouts call, fine, but I'll try my best to be on mute. I'll have to be in a quiet spot in my house. Or if I don't know what I'm saying. Or you can send me a message on Instagram and we can just talk then. If you want to talk then, right then and there, just to get it done and out of the way, that's fine. If it's going to take you a little while, all I can say is just don't rush it. I know I'm been like trying to beg to, kind of just like, like just stay. But I realized that was just pleasing everybody, and that's the wrong thing to do with my health count. That's the wrong thing that I want to do, and I don't want to let my health counselor down. So if it's going to take you some time, understand. Take all the time you need. It may catch me off guard when you say, hey, can we talk about the whole situation? Because once I think this is out, I think we can all kind of relax, breathe, and just move on from this. I know I have a lot to work about this, and all I can say is we're going to take it one day at a time. That's a motto that I lived by during the whole coronavirus pandemic, and I never thought I would actually have to use that saying again. But it's better to say it out now than have it just sit in the side of the corner. We're going to take it one day at a time. So is David, so is Jean, and so is you guys who've made those videos. We're going to take it one day at a time. And my phone just sent me a message on Snapchat. Okay. Sorry about that. Then again, I am kind of wrapping up this video. So, again, thank you for showing the support when I made this hard video and kind of really saying my side of the story. And I hope that one day we don't have to come across this again, because let's be honest, it was a pain in the ass, and I am just so emotionally drained. So again, thank you for the support, and I honestly want to say thank you to those who kind of came forward and be like, hey, you're doing this wrong, you need to knock it off. And honestly, all I can say is thank you. I should have realized right then and there, I should have been there and realized that what I've done was wrong, and I'm regretting it, and I'm learning as I mature more into the young adult I am. So, thank you everyone for showing your support. Thank you to those who made those videos and said what you kind of pointed out, what we all did, and hope that we can finally kind of close this chapter and move on from this. Until then, this is Anakin Girl 23 of 2376 Productions, Laurel Smith, signing off. Bye.